welcome back to Kace Mobile Notary's channel. I am Celine. I am a notary. I have been a notary since 2006. And on this channel, we talk about all sorts of things. We talk about laws, we talk about tips, we talk about things that are going on in society or in the world, these here United States of America. You know, we talk about all sorts of things on this channel, and we'll always try to tie it all the way back to the notary world. So keep on watching, subscribe so that way you don't miss out. We're here every Friday, sometime in the afternoon. So, you know, just be on the lookout for it. All right, so what are we gonna talk about today? We're gonna actually explore a thought-provoking topic, okay? So, are you chasing money or chasing impact as a notary? You know, let's think about that for a second, because also we're trying to make a living, of course. Okay, so I know, we all need money, so yeah, that's good. But we are also out here in our communities building community, meeting with people. People will sometimes where they're in either their most highest situation, like for example, they just bought a house, or they're, excited, having a good time, or it could be their lowest. Maybe they're getting a divorce. Maybe they got to sell their childhood home. I mean, different things like that. So we can meet them at their peak, and we can meet them, down here. So you got to be mindful of that when you're out meeting with people in our society, to be able to adapt with the ebb and flows of what type of emotions you may come in contact with. So I want to talk about you focusing more so on the impact as opposed to the money side, because if you focus on the impact, it's gonna lead you to that and for you to be successful in the first place. So let's see how we can focus more on our impact in the community, so that way we could, you could grow your business, and that's what it's all about. So I have just 5 points that I want to make about this, chasing money or chasing impact, because I want you as notaries to focus a little bit more on the impact, which I promise you is going to bring you to the money. Okay, so that is the common debate, money versus impact. So the notary profession, we offer flexibility, opportunity, but of course there is more to it than that, So how do you contribute to society as far as trust and security goes? When people call you, do they trust you? Do they hear it in your voice? As a matter of fact, I had a client who called me, and she says to me, I just, over the phone, I called a couple different notaries, but I chose you because I could tell in your voice, it was just something about you that connected me to you. I could tell in your voice that, you were compassionate, that you were gonna know what you're doing. You seem confident, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, oh, wow. I'm like, thank you so much. So things like that. Are you presenting that over the phone when you get a call? Because that's what you want to do. You want to make sure that you're presenting that confidence even over the phone, and they haven't met you yet. So you want to, if you're not doing that, that's something that you want to do. So let's talk about a few examples of impactful work. So helping seniors, of course, is very impactful. Making sure they're not being coerced, or someone's trying to make them sell their home, or, they're doing something they don't want to do. So, and that's what's working with a lot of power of attorneys, estate planning, things like that. They're going to be your older seniors. So, making sure you're taking your time with them. Sometimes they have maybe situations where they can't really write, or, they're tired, or they just had surgery, or things like that. You got to also be, compassionate about those things. Hey, we can take a break if you need to take a break. Don't worry about your signature. It's okay. Everything is going to be good. Tell them you did a great job. Things like that. Make them feel good. Try to, have some compassion for what they're going through. And then other things, other examples of impactful work could be assisting with adoptions. That's, You know, you have the one side that they're giving up the baby, so you know they're probably not feeling the best. Then you got the other side that's going to be super happy because they're receiving this child and they'll be able to take care of them, nurture them, grow them up to be productive adults in society. So, you know, just those ebb and flows again of emotions. You got to know how to deal with them. You gotta be able to, you know, hey, be happy, or you know, be like, oh, you know, you got to know how to do it because it's gonna be up and down, up and down. So just remember that. So why focusing on impact can lead to greater success. So building a reputation really is like being trustworthy, and being like community centered. Will help. That's going to attract you more referrals. More people are going to say, hey, I know Kace Mobile Notary. They do a fantastic job. You know, as a matter of fact, I have my grandson on our website. And do you know sometimes people request to see him or request for me to bring him on our signings? You know, that's pretty cool. So you have those seniors too that love kids or haven't seen kids in a while, things like that, and you bring them with you, you know, if that's something that they want, you know, to cheer them up, things like that. Those type of things, they work. And then, you know, you're going to have satisfied clients become repeat clients if you do that. They tell everybody about you, and word of mouth is better than any kind of advertising that you can do. So, the next point I want to make, balancing financial goals and community contributions. Okay, so how do you do that? So basically, practical strategies for notaries to align like impact-driven work with proper profitability. So how do you do that? How do you line up impactful work with profitability? That's going to be probably into your power of attorney realm, your estate planning realm, you know, making sure you're marketing to those areas and getting that type of work. Even adoption work, I hear is pretty profitable. I myself probably need to get into that a little bit more too. So, and then just basically offering a mix of services. So it can be your standard services, your specialty services, you know, to meet a diverse client needs. Be diverse. You know, sometimes somebody might call you with a document that you've never notarized before, but you know, you always want to go ahead and, you know, go and try it because you know what you need to do as a notary. You know what you need to look for in your notary block. So you can notarize any document because you know what you are supposed to do. You know your notary laws. If you don't know your notary laws, you want to be reading those on a regular basis. You know, I have a couple of notary friends. Some say they read it every month. Woo, that might be a lot. You know, or once a quarter, once a year. I don't know, whatever is going to help you be the best notary that you can be. So my call to action for notaries here, I have a call to action for you because I want you to chase the impact. So I want you to reflect on why did you become a notary? I actually have a video about why I became a notary, and I'm going to put that in the description below so that way you can see that and watch that. So I want you to also identify ways to integrate community impact into your daily work. Some ways I do that sometimes is I volunteer to notarize documents for felons who are trying to get their record expunged. So I do that sometimes when that comes around, you know, every few months or so, or however another where they get together and do this. So they have like volunteer attorneys, volunteer notaries, and things like that. So that's one way that I do it. And I just want to inspire others, and I wanted to share that with you to, you know, make sure you're growing your business thinking more so of the impact. So down in the comments below, we're going to wrap this up. Down in the comments below, can you tell me how you impact your community as a notary? What ways or things do you do to make sure that impacting your community is top of mind for you as far as chasing money or chasing impact? Which one do you prefer? Let us know. Put it down in the comments. I want to thank you for watching. So I want you to like the video, share the video, and we'll be back in the next video. I'll see you. Bye.